Nationally, there were 1.2 million kids dropped out of school. We have a hard time thinking about what 1.2 million is, but take every single person in York County that you can imagine, multiply it times 3, and you got how many kids dropped out of school in what will be a no-hope situation. So that's a sizable number. Think of every person you could ever see in York County if you went everywhere. And that's how many kids just last year in the nation. Kids that started school in 2005, 2006, it's 2009 now, so that's 4 years later. In York County schools, the graduation rate for that, from getting through in 4 years, 78%. That means 22% did not graduate in that 4-year period, 78%. In Dover, 77% started and graduated when the 4 years were over. So what happens to these students? If they're really lucky, they know somebody that a friend or a relative that can give them a job. If they're really lucky. If they're not lucky, like that, there's only 3 things that can happen to them in this global economy. A, they're poor. B, they're doing something illegal. And C, they were doing something illegal and they got caught. 41% of all people in York County prison do not have a high school degree, did not graduate from high school, 41%. You're 8 times more likely to end up in prison if you don't have a high school degree.
Identifying exactly what Judge Euler has seen since 1998, which is those kids could have been and should have been identified very early on, and just maybe we could have made a difference in that child and family's life. We also decided, and we began keeping some statistics, and we don't have a really good computer system, so a lot of it was just zipping through each file. But the Juvenile Probation Department looked at when are juvenile crimes occurring. And they were occurring on holidays, when kids were not in school, and after school, when parents are not home. So another issue that we needed to take a look at. We also know, and actually we had the Deputy Secretary of Welfare was here in York County today. He comes once a month to help us and work with us. And today he told us that he was at a national conference. And what they're finding are the abused children. I think he said 85% have a history of truancy. So there's a high correlation between abuse, juvenile crime, and truancy.